Hello and welcome to Swoop Radio here. This is Josh Sanchez. Dante, my bro, is not going to be here today, so it's going to be me today running this podcast. The first topic I'm going to talk about was Darren Sproles' hit. Recently with the NFL, this week I tuned into radio, check ESPN, do the usual stuff I do. And shockingly, there is no fine or no penalty, yet suspension for Darren Sproles' hit. The guy that hit Darren Sproles hit in the head, his name was Deshazier Everett. And my question is, why is he not suspended? Why is he not fined for it, at least? This questions Roger Goodell's leadership towards the NFL. I have had heavy criticism towards him because he's not fair to certain players, like with the whole Ray Rice incident. Like, Ray Rice should have got suspended from the jump, from the beginning. But he chose to wait a whole year, not a whole year, but like wait during the season, and then chose to kick him out of the league. Like, you can't do that. Incidences, my fault like this, just question Roger Goodell's authority. Like, out of all the commissioners, he probably takes the most criticism because he does situations like this, where he doesn't punish people for when they should be punished, but then he ends up fining random people. Like the whole Tom Brady suspension with the Deflategate. If anything, he should have got suspended for Spygate on the Super Bowl against the Eagles, not for deflating balls in the AFC Championship game against the Colts when it was already a blowout from the start. It's just ridiculous to me. And I personally think that Everett should get suspended because that hit on Darren Sproles was clearly illegal. He was trying to time it perfectly, but the rule in the NFL is you got to let the returner catch the ball first, and then you can hit him. He hit him clearly before the ball came down, and Darren Sproles is a defensive player in that part. And by rule, he should have been ejected and fined for targeting. If this was college, they would have reviewed the play, and then the referees, my fault, would decide whether he should be kicked out or should not get kicked out. Why, if college can do it, why can't the NFL do it? Isn't the NFL supposed to be a step above everyone else? Well, when it comes to this, they're a step behind, in my opinion. And Roger Goodell needs to change the system because it is ridiculous what he is doing. And another thing, speaking of fines, remember that Jordan Matthews hit Eagles fans that no flag was drew? The Falcons player, Neal, he appealed to his fine, and it was reduced from $25,000 to $12,000. That's about less than 0.2% of his salary that he makes. He makes about like $6 million a year. And again, I question Goodell. Why? Like, why? He won his appeal. What does that say about our commissioner in the NFL? I think it's time for a change, in my opinion. He really has done nothing for the league except boost player safety, but he only boosts player safety because everyone was pressuring him to do it. And, I mean, again, that hit on Jordan Matthews didn't even draw a flag, and that goes back to officiating as well. Like, up and down, man. The NFL is just taking criticism after criticism because they're not clear with what they want. They say they want to protect the game and protect the players, but you see hits like against Sproles and hits against Matthews, and players are getting reduced fines and not getting penalized for it. But you know, if that was Tom Brady, if he gets hit in the head, that's a clear 4-game suspension and a fine. See, again, man, I'm questioning the league office. Just sit and think about that, viewers that are paying attention here. Think about that. There's been instances where people have gotten away with something, but there's instances where people get brutally punished for doing the exact same thing that person did. The league needs to change the system, and that's why they're losing viewership. Now, moving on, sad news in the NBA last night. Corey Seager, a longtime reporter for NBA, everyone knows him for wearing his ridiculous suits, and that just describes his personality. He was the first person to interview Hank Aaron after he broke Babe Ruth's record in about like the 1970s. And he ran onto the field like a true warrior, a true reporter, and interviewed him as he crossed home plate. Like if I saw the footage last night, there was reporters running on the field as soon as the ball cleared the fence. Like, you got to let the man clear the fence first. Like, in my opinion, you can't just let him. Can you let the man touch each base? Because by rule, if he doesn't touch each base, it's not clear. It's not a home run. I mean, it's just Corey Seager being Corey Seager. And he died of 65 years old. He had leukemia problems. And, man, he is just a true inspiration. I am inspired by him. I bet you Dante is too. But it's just crazy to me to think, man, just like that, you can go. So live life to the fullest, man. Everybody. Do what you want to do. Do what you love. And that's what Corey Seager did. He loved sports and he loved reporting. And that's something I want to look forward to, maybe continuing my podcast and continuing getting publicity. I just got to do what you do what you want to do in life, and you live life by the fullest. Big game tonight, Sixers versus Lakers on ESPN. Man, my Sixers, man, they're finally getting some publicity. Remember on opening day when we were on ESPN and seeing Russell Westbrook almost get a triple-double? I think he was like a rebound away or something like that. And Joel Embiid do what Joel Embiid does. Man, my predictions for this game, I'm actually going to predict this game for once. Man, I think Joel Embiid, only having 9 points last week, I think he's going to get at least 20 in this game, 20 and 10. And I think the Sixers are going to upset the Lakers here. And here's the thing. Because of that Lakers fast start, man, I am so excited. Because we are probably going to get their draft pick and get 2 top 10 picks. And I know Dante disagrees, but man, Josh Jackson, when I see him, I see Andrew Wiggins, and he's going to get he's going to be one of our 2 picks we're going to get this year. Man, it's awesome to be the Sixers, man, right now. I mean, yeah, our record may not show it, but just be patient, guys. And I hate all those Sixers fans out there that are fake and that say this process is stupid and dumb. Well, you're all going to be wrong by next year or in 2 years, in my opinion, because we are going somewhere with this franchise. We're going to turn from a 500, we're going to turn from the cellar team to a legit contender. There's going to be no 500 ball, maybe in our first year 500 ball, but besides that, there's going to be no middle-of-the-pack type teams. We're either going to be in the race with the Cavs, with the Raptors, or we're going to be not in the race. So, excited to be a Sixers fan. Please turn and watch this game. I can't wait. Last day of my semester. Once I'm done this, I'm heading home, getting my TV on, getting ready for them Sixers, man. Joel the process Embiid, is going to drop 20 tonight, easy, and have a couple 3-pointers like he does. Man, NBA, if you're listening to this now, put Joel Embiid in the 3-point contest. We need a center. I'm tired of watching all these guards shoot threes. This is unbelievable. Put Joel Embiid in. Man. For the rest of the NBA, man, it's all good games now. But I mean, the problem with the NBA is now that the Warriors and the Cavs, it's just going to be a 2-team race right now because of Kevin Durant. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I have to wrap up with the basketball. Moving on to the NFL. I mean, me and Dante already made our predictions for this week, so I'm going to talk about Week 16. And the first game on Thursday night, you have the Giants at the Eagles. And Thursday night showdown, Eagles need a statement win in the division. I am going to root for the Eagles. This is the only game I'm going to watch from here on out from the Eagles. The Ravens game, don't watch it, Eagles fans. Please don't watch that game. We're 5-8, 4-game losing streak. The Ravens need this game. I think it's going to be like how the Ravens played against the Dolphins and blow out the Eagles. Even though the Eagles upset and ruin the Ravens' playoff chances, that's going to be impressive, but I'm not watching that game. But Thursday night, Week 16, I'm going to watch that game. I can't wait. Falcons at the Panthers. I got the Falcons winning. The Panthers, they can't play any defense. We already saw with Josh Norman being out, and man, it's just disappointing. Very disappointing. And The Panthers, they should. I don't know why they don't just tank and get Jabril. My fault. Peppers. My fault. I can't pronounce his first name. I don't know why. Peppers in the draft like the Cowboys did. They tanked and then they got Ezekiel Elliott. But again, no one wants to listen to me. And that's why the Panthers are, I think, a couple years away now instead of 1 year away. I think I should be a GM at this point, man. All the moves the GMs have made, especially the Eagles trading LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso, and Kiko Alonso didn't even play a full season for us, and just terrible, terrible, terrible deals. Getting rid of Jackson for nothing and getting rid of Macklin for nothing. Just ridiculous, man. The front office, they should be ashamed of themselves. Next. Dolphins at the Bills. Dolphins fighting for the playoff spot, but Ryan Tannehill is out with an ACL sprain. I think the Bills will win this game and ruin the Dolphins' playoff chances. Redskins at the Bears. Easy. Redskins got this game. Offense is just too high powered. Jets at the Patriots. I got the Patriots in this game. Tom Brady is hot right now. Man, I was shocked how they beat Baltimore. It's like I was expecting Tom Brady to play good, but not 400 yards, 3 passing touchdowns good. And man, he just continues to impress. He is the greatest quarterback of all time, which me and Dante will talk about once we get back from this winter break. Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. I know you not Joe Madden, that one quarterback from the 49ers. His name's not on my mind right now. But, my fault, Joe Montana. All you Joe Montana fans saying he's the greatest 4 of 4 Super Bowls. Tom Brady has won 4, and he's been to 6. So he's been to more than Joe Montana, and he's won the exact same. And I think Tom Brady's going to win number 5 so he can have enough rings to fit in all his damn fingers. Tom Brady is going to end up with 5 rings at some point, either this year or next year. Now continuing to my predictions for Week 16. Chargers at the Browns. Easy. Chargers going to win. Browns going to finish 0-16. Sorry, Cleveland. You have the Cavaliers to cheer for. Titans at the Jaguars. I got the Titans beating the Jaguars. Week 16. Offense is just too high power. Blake Bortles is highly inconsistent. I got the Jaguars losing to the Titans. Next, I have the Vikings at the Packers. I have the Packers beating the Vikings. Man, the only thing I'm rooting for is the Vikings to lose out so the Eagles can get a high draft pick. So hopefully the Packers kill them. Colts at the Raiders. I have the Oakland Raiders beating the Colts here. Colts defense just too weak. And their GM is a disgrace too. Blaming the reason why they are now is because of Andrew Luck. Ridiculous. You're the GM of a team. You're in charge of drafting. You're in charge of trades. You're in charge of the personnel on your team. And you're going to blame your quarterback for that? Ridiculous. He needs to get fired from the Colts. All you Colts fans, I know you are around here. I'm telling you right now. He needs to go, your general manager. Buccaneers at the Saints. I have the Buccaneers beating the Saints. Buccaneers defense, Tampa 2, as I like to call it. They're just, I can't even describe it, man. They're hot. I have them beating the Cowboys and beating the Saints. 49ers at the Rams. Battle for a draft pick, in my opinion. I got the Rams beating the 49ers. 49ers are going to finish 1-15, in my opinion. They're going to lock that second pick. Cardinals at the Seahawks, easy. Seahawks. Well, now, Seahawks, they did win a division, but I think the Seahawks are going to play for that first round bye. I think they need it. So I think Seattle's going to beat the Cardinals. Bengals at Texans. I have the Bengals upsetting the Texans. I have no faith in Brock Osweiler. He is not worth that 5-year, $74 million deal. He's just a bust, in my opinion. Next, you have the Ravens at the Steelers. Battle for the AFC North. Since it's in Pittsburgh, I gotta go with that yellow towel. They always do that rally towel, or that terrible towel. My fault, terrible towel. I have the Steelers beating the Ravens in that game, but I still have the Ravens been making the playoffs as a 6th seed, which I talked about in my last podcast. Next, we have the Broncos at the Chiefs. Denver needs this game, but it's in Arrowhead in Week 16, and I have the Chiefs winning and knocking Denver out of the playoffs. The problem with Denver, they just have a young quarterback. They're just going to have to grow from this. I think Denver will finish 9-7. And, I mean, this is a first-year starting quarterback. Just give him some time to develop. Trevor Siemian can ball. I've seen a couple games. He's actually a really good quarterback. He's a 7th-round draft pick, I believe. The future's bright in Denver. And then Monday Night Football, Cowboys and Lions. I have the Lions. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Cowboys this one. I'm going to go with the Cowboys beating the Lions. I feel like the Lions' luck will run out this week and as well as the playoffs. I have the Cowboys, I repeat, first time ever in my podcast, me and Dante's podcast, that I'm going to choose the Cowboys to win. And I can't believe it, in my opinion. It hates for me to say it. It does with a burning passion because I hate the Dallas Cowboys. They are so annoying. More annoying than Roger Goodell, in my opinion. He needs to go as a commissioner. He is so inconsistent. Again, he's just so inconsistent. The fact that Jordan Matthews got hit in the head, no penalty, the referee that didn't even throw the flag didn't even get in trouble for it. What else? Like, again, the hit on Darren Sproles, he's not even suspended. He's not even fined for it. So you're pretty much asking, all right, you can pop any returner. You can just run and kill him. You won't get fined. You won't get suspended. Come on, Roger Goodell. Come on, man. Get your stuff together, buddy, before I put you in your place. And that concludes Josh and Dante's podcast. I hope you guys enjoy. Stay in tune. I think 2-3 weeks from now, we'll talk about Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. Maybe throw on some baseball, football. Man, and please, to all you listening to this, show your family, show your family, show your friends, cousins, uncles, nieces, nephews. Share my post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything, man. Me and Dante put in a lot of work here. And I know Dante isn't here today, but, man, he is my brother. He's not feeling good today, so he headed out early. I wish him the best. I hope you feel better, Dante. I hope you listen to this. Because, man, when me and him are on this podcast, it's a lot better. Or, like, it just clicks more. But, man, I'm thankful to meet Dante. And please subscribe to my channel. Like my video. That'll show me that you guys believe in me, man. Me and Dante are working on something special here. And this is how we start out. Everyone starts out small. And just like Corey Sager, we live life by the fullest. And me and Dante are going to continue to do podcasts and continue to do what we love to do, which is talk about sports. I hope you guys have a great day, a great break, great rest of your lives. And this is Josh signing off.